Hope everyone's doing great. I'm super excited for this interview. Can't wait to, for Najiib to share his story, his experience, and just to kind of give some background. My name is Daniel Francis. If you guys don't know me, I am a communication, public speaking, stutter coach, whatever you want to call me. But I'm very big on helping people learn how to speak with confidence, no matter what other methods they've applied in the past, and really learn how to master their mind. So that's what I do. So Najiib Najiib been working with me for about 3 months, and I really want you, Najiib, to kind of like explain kind of where you were before. Najiib, has been through speech therapy for a couple of years, and I hate always talking bad about it because I never like talking bad about things. But I'm very big on challenging the status quo. If it's not working, if it's not doing the job 100%, you gotta look at different options. And I'm very honored to. I don't know if you can officially say you've overcome your stutter, because no one really ever does. But I think you've made major improvement with your confidence, with your speaking abilities, with public speaking, which is very inspiring. And I think that is the main point of truly mastering your speech. So Najiib, introduce yourself, tell us who you are, and we'll kind of get into it.
All right, so good afternoon, Facebook group. My name is Najiib from Toronto, and so when I was younger, I've actually did speech therapy. So like I first ever did it in like grade 12, and like I noticed I had a stutter in like grade 8, but like I probably had a stutter when I was in like grade 3 or 4. But like my parents didn't really notice it because I barely used to talk and I was a shy kid growing up. But the time I did speech therapy, like I thought it wasn't really I thought it wasn't practical for the real world, and like the techniques that they teach wasn't really helpful for me, and like I really thought to myself that if I'm able to speak good alone, then I'm able to speak good in all situations. So it was something dealing with the mindset. So that's something I realized, and that is the reason why I joined this program, because first, like, I wanted to have someone that has been in my shoes before, and someone who's knowledgeable. So that is why I really joined this program, and like I'm really I'm really grateful that I found you, Daniel, and looking forward to the future. Yeah.
Grateful to be part of this journey with you. So kind of give some background. So how did you find me? I always love hearing these stories. What was your thought process before? I remember we had our first initial call and you're like, that's kind of expensive. And then you came onto a call or a coaching call and you kind of heard it. And then what was the thought process? What made you go, you know what? I just got to do it. Because you came back to me, I think a month later or 2 months later. So
Yeah.
kind of give us a breakdown of that, because I think it's a funny story. How'd you find me, and then tell us how that whole.
So like the first way I found you was actually through a podcast. I was listening you talking to Jamal Muse, like
Yeah.
and then so like I was listening to a podcast, and then I see now you were from the same city as me, and like you've also been in my shoes before, so that really intrigued me in joining the program. But I was first skeptical in joining because of the process of just doing an online program and then just paying monthly. But what I realized, and something that really made me join the program was that growth is more valuable than money, right? And like just investing some money into yourself is something that everyone needs to do, and like just constantly just working on yourself, and like just getting someone that has been in the same shoes as you before, and like someone who's a coach, and like someone who's really able to teach you, and like both people are committed in growing together, and like that was my mindset, and like that is why I really joined this program.
Cool. Did anyone think you were crazy? Like, oh my God, man, don't do that. That sounds crazy. Or was it just like, this is my decision, I'm not going to talk to anyone about it? I always like hearing these stories.
Yeah, so like the second call I had with you, like I've instantly made the decision, and like I knew it was going to be the right decision for me. So, yeah.
Awesome. It's awesome, bro. Like, no, that's it's always I think people want change, but they're scared to make a decision. And you said something very powerful there. Before we kind of get into it more, but when you go, growth is more important than money.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm very big on commitment. Of course, is the time and energy, but when you put your money where your mouth is, um, to me, it's like you're showing the universe, you're showing God that I want this to happen. You know, like I'm hungry. And Najeeb, you're only what? You're only 20 years old?
I'm 22 years old actually. Yeah.
Okay, so like 22, right? That's why whenever I get people like, oh, that's too expensive. Like, listen, it's BS. If you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. If someone in your family is going to die, for example, hypothetically, and you had to find $200,000, you don't think you would find that money?
Yeah.
Of course you would, because that the reason why you want to do it is there. So we don't want to call it about money, but I don't know if you want to add to that. I just feel like it's like I feel like you got to a point you're like, there's no other option. I'm gonna make this work, and I'm gonna put my fear and doubt to the side.
Yeah, you shouldn't look at life in fear, and like one thing I learned in the program that is false evidence appearing real, so just always not being fearful and just having the mindset that anything's possible, like how I learned on today's coaching call. And
Yeah.
just always have the right mindset, and that if someone else overcame it, then you can too.
Cool. So tell me about this. What was the difference between speech therapy and actually working with me? Because I'm not a speech therapist. I'm not a trained speech therapist. I'm someone who stuttered. I went through an intensive amount of education and knowledge and just whatever, and training and leadership and public speaking. What is the difference? Because a lot of people ask me, what can you do for me, or what makes you different from a speech therapist?
Well, it's plain and simple. Like speech therapists haven't been in our shoes before. They haven't stuttered before, right? And like that's with anything in life. If they haven't really experienced it before, then how can they truly give advice to someone else, right? And like some of the techniques I learned in speech therapy was talking very, very slow, and like I felt that wasn't practical, and like that's something that I didn't need to do. And for everyone on this call, like if you're able to speak good alone, then you're able to speak good in all situations. It's all with the mindset and just having the right breathing techniques and just using what works best for you. And like the things I learned from Daniel were very valuable to me, such as the 7-30-55 rule. Just 7% spoken words, 38% is tonality, and 55% is body language. And just having the right breathing techniques, because our voices come from our breath. So just being calm and just being conscious of what you're really doing in the moment, and also having the right mindset too. And like those are some of the things that they don't teach you in speech therapy. Like they teach you to talk in a certain way, and like you're kind of in this hostile environment, and like you're not really getting out of the bubble, essentially that. And like Daniel has really improved my confidence, and like I've seen a lot of growth come from since May. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So
Yeah.
so you joined back in May, June, July, August. What advice would you give to other people that are struggling with their speech? Yeah, like what advice? Because I've heard you say this many times. Obviously, I teach this, but you go mindset, like what does that mean, man? Is that like thinking positive? Cool, man. So talk to me about that from your
Um,
perspective.
yeah. So like one aspect of having the right mindset is just feeding your brain with positive thoughts, right? But like that's not only it, honestly. It's like it's really manifesting your mindset and just creating a new identity with yourself, right? And like just breaking the bolts. So essentially, just forgetting about what really happened in the past and thinking about the present and who you really are in the present, right? So just um, creating a whole new identity of yourself, like that is the most important thing with mindset. Because um, I know with myself and probably you, we probably had the stories where we stuttered very bad in these situations, but that all happened in the past, and just looking into what we're doing in the present now, and just feeling great, and just knowing that you're a whole new different person, and you're a person that has changed, and someone who is really confident in themselves. So just essentially just burning the bulls, and thinking about present. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I even see the changing right now. It's very different from day one. I think there's more. I think confidence would be the word, but there's more openness to you.
Yeah.
I feel like there's kind of like a tougher edge to you. You're
Yeah.
almost like scared to like be too open.
Yeah.
You know, like guys, if you're watching, Najiib never smiled back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you like
Yeah.
what do you like to kind of like from your perspective? How do you look like? We fast forward from where we go. We backtrack to May to today. What are major differences that you see in yourself, even socially or even just as a whole?
Yeah, so the major differences that I see myself is someone who's constantly smiling, and like whether I'm in a bad situation, or whether I'm in a good situation, or like whether I had a bad day or a good day, like I'm always smiling and thinking positive, and like that's something that I haven't really did before I started the program, and like anytime I used to stutter, I would always think bad about myself, and like I wouldn't really smile. But during those times right now, when I do stutter or when I block, like I tend to smile more, and like that makes you feel better, and like it just overall just makes me more appealing to the person listening to me. And yeah, man, just
And do you get that? Do you get like people are more open to you? They
yeah, it's
enjoy being around you more? Go ahead.
yeah, like it's honestly a game changer, honestly, like you know whether you're networking with people, or like whether you're doing an interview, and like just also dressing for success, and like just taking care of yourself, and yeah, like it's because we live in a world where people judge you on first impression, and
Mhm.
so just feeling great, and yeah.
Wow, you sound like a wisdom of knowledge. How do you know all this stuff?
I don't know, man. Just knowledge over time, and just getting knowledge from a coach.
Wow,
Yeah,
I've never heard these before. No, I'm
yeah,
kidding. Cool, man. So talk about the power, because I'm very big on like what you're saying right now. People might be like, well, that's so basic. Like think positive, blah blah blah. I think a lot of people overestimate what is really needed to get done by themselves. And talk about the idea of a community. I'm very big on having a solid community. And I feel like, again, I want from your perspective, our community that we have, especially when you're on the coaching calls, or in our group on Facebook, everyone's, to me, very ambitious, positive, and everyone's like really committed to their growth. I don't know if you've ever been in situations where it's like you're like the most committed person there, and everyone is kind of like half there. Kind of give some feedback, because I'm very big on, if you want to get better, you got to be around the right people that are either inspiring you or pushing you to get better.
yeah. Like
Yeah. So talk about that, man.
yeah, like that's honestly very important in being successful. Like you want to be around people that are on the same mission as you, and like people that really want to just achieve their goals in life. And like when you're around those people, you would eventually achieve those goals too. And like um, just making sure that you're on the same, like just making sure you're around a good circle, and like also just having genuine conversations with people. Like not just talking about like games, or like just thinking about how you can make each other better, and like uh, just just having that person there. It's it's honestly a game changer, and like something that everyone needs in their lives, and like just having a helpful community around them, and
Yeah.
it's amazing.
How do you find our community? Like, do you feel people recognize, like, what is your feedback on our community specifically?
I'm honestly really love the community. Honestly, it's because like I'm hearing other people that stutter too as well, and like other people that are on like the same mission as me, and like I'm seeing the growth in other people. Honestly, and like like just a like just a great community to be around, and like it's something that really helped me um, grow over these past few months. Honestly,
Cool, man.
yeah.
And my last final question. Obviously, I'm very big into getting a coach. Like, I just hired a personal trainer, literally a week ago. I think less than a week ago. I have my own like business coach. I have my like. I'm very big on having different coaches. Talk about why people need to have a coach. Like, you've invested into one. You are living proof of having a coach. Like, a lot of the things you might be saying, people are like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense, but I can figure that out by myself. Tell me, like, this is a part, to me, this is one of the biggest things that hold people back from growing. The idea they think they can do it by themselves, or one day they'll figure this out. So talk about why getting a coach is important and why you got one for yourself as well.
So getting a coach is important because if you truly want to grow, then you would want to listen to people that have been first been in the same shoes as you, and
Mhm.
second, people who have what you want, right? And like that is with anything in life, like communication, money, like sports. Like you want to get a trainer, you want to get someone that has like that truly has what he has, and like that that truly can help you overcome the obstacles that you have. And like I've honestly got a coach myself because I honestly thought that I couldn't really do it on my own, and like I've tried many different techniques, and like just hearing the insights from you, and like the things that I've learned in the program, such as just the 7:38:55 rule, um, just doing the breathing properly, and things like that. Um, those those things are honestly invaluable, and like um, those things truly changed me, and like uh, getting a coach is essential, honestly, and like just for everyone in the comment section right now, or like everyone that's gonna watch this video, just get just just get a coach right now, and you'd honestly find like vast differences within yourself. Yeah.
What's the biggest win you've had in the program? Like, a physical thing you could touch. Like, would it be, I don't know if you, like, what's one of the biggest, one last question is, what's the biggest win you've had in the program?
The biggest win I've had in the program was was just getting stronger mentally, and like right now, like I'm honestly able to go into any speaking situation right now without having the fear. It's because it's all essentially fear, and like as of right now, like I'm really confident in myself, and like I'm really confident in my speech, and like yeah, just essentially not having fear, and being very confident within yourself. Yeah.
Wicked, bro. Well, I'm very proud of you. We're only 3 months in. I'm excited to see 6 months in and even 12 months in one day. So, Najiib, keep kicking butt,
Yes, sir.
and I'm honored to be part of your journey of growth.
Yes, sir. Always, man. Take care, man.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. Peace out.